Good day guys and welcome back to Poser's full movie recaps. It all starts in the small town of Stillwater, Minnesota, where the most anticipated yearly hot dog eating contest is taking place. Two contestants are left to compete on being the champion. One is a fat man named Wayne, who has 4 hot dogs left after the timer ran out, and the other is a thinner man named Jim, who isn't able to finish 5 hot dogs. The referee declares the fat man winner, while Jim complains that Wayne cheated. With the high tempers going around, a heated argument breaks out between the two. The runner-up swears that he saw Wayne sneaking a hot dog in his pocket, but the obese man denies this and the other's protest is disregarded. Wayne happily leaves with the champion's trophy and a generous check as his prizes. As he's about to leave in his car, he gets attacked by an unknown mysterious assailant, leaving a husk without all the fat in his body. Meanwhile, the mysterious death of the fat man in a hot dog eating contest gets the attention of 2 supernatural investigators named Dean and Sammy. Sammy is skeptical to investigate since he knows that Dean has an unhealthy fascination with unhealthy food. Dean tells Sammy that the guy gets attacked in his car, and all the fat on his body vanishes and shrunk from 316 pounds to 90 pounds. The two decide that the death is mysterious enough and proceeds to investigate. The next day, the two arrive at the police station in Stillwater, Minnesota. They posed as FBI agents sent by the Bureau, and Sheriff Donna gladly gives her assistance. She provides them with crucial information about the victim and adds that he suffers massive internal injuries. Officially, the cause of death was cardiac arrest, but the odd part is, he also suffered from a pierced liver, ruptured spleen, and collapsed lung among others. Dean asks if the victim had any known enemies, and Donna tells them about the runner-up Jim, who accused Wayne of cheating, and had a heated argument during the hot dog eating competition. Though Jim isn't a suspect because there are 15 other witnesses, who saw the runner-up at the contest venue at the time of Wayne's death. With the information they learned, the 2 agents go to Jim's house and find him munching on fresh lettuce, as a training for the next eating contest. While asking Jim some questions, Dean notices some odd objects in the cupboard, which gives off witchcraft vibes. Jim explains that stuff belongs to his gypsy wife Mala, who crafted good luck charms from it. Sammy excuses himself for a bathroom break, but in reality, he intends to snoop around the house. He finds a hex bag in the bed and grabs it, and the 2 brothers depart quickly. At the motel, Dean and Sammy start examining the content of the suspected hex bag and confirm that it is, in fact, a hex bag that includes some of Wayne's hair. Suddenly, someone knocks at the door, and the 2 are surprised to see Mala, their current suspect. She wants to retrieve her bag but when questioned, she denies killing Wayne and reveals the shocking news, that she and Wayne were having an affair. Mala also confesses that she used the hex bag to bless his lover for success, and they plan to run away together after the competition. At the local health club, an overweight woman is working out late at night. As she finishes her routine, she steps into a weighing scale hoping to see some weight loss. Unknown to her, a mysterious figure is lurking behind the shadow, and at an opportune moment, she gets attacked from behind. The assailant sucks all the fat from her body, leaving another husk to investigate. The next day, the 2 investigators show up at the crime scene and find a disturbing similarity with Wayne's death. The 2 victims shows excessive weight loss before their untimely demise, and finds a strange suction mark on the deceased's stomach. The 2 splits up and Dean stays at the gym to ask some employees a question, while Sammy heads to the coroner's office to examine the first victim's body for a suction mark. According to the woman in charge of the gym, she left early last night and handed over the key to the victim, because she had a date. When she reached for a tissue, Dean noticed a somewhat similar suction mark on her back and inquires about it. The trainer gets embarrassed and refuses to talk about it, which Dean discusses with his brother. With the question unanswered, Dean resorts to research and finds out that the trainer recently lost a lot of weight, after her visit to Canyon Valley Wellness Spa. Sammy also shares that he found the same suction mark on Wayne's body, and the 2 decide to dig further and visit the spa. The said spa offers a mysterious way of drastically losing weight in just about a week without extensive workouts or diet. With this, Dean and Sammy go undercover and poses as personal trainer, who is in search of a job. To their luck, the owners Larry and Maritza believe their stories and welcome them as part of the team. After briefly explaining the couple's background, they assign Sammy as a trainer and Dean to work in the food service department. Unknown to the agents, Sheriff Donna is currently undergoing treatment at the said spa. During her schedule with Maritza, she asks if the treatment hurts, and Maritza assures her that it will be painless and relaxing for her. Maritza introduces a procedure called cupping, which even celebrities resorts to this kind of treatment because it eliminates toxins from their body. The clueless sheriff agrees to this procedure and eventually dozes off while Maritza continues her work. Suddenly, Maritza sticks out her monstrous suction tongue at the sleeping sheriff's back and starts sucking the fat from her body. Meanwhile, Dean didn't like working in the kitchen, because for him, all the food at the spa are rabbit food. He hesitantly obeys to prepare meals for Canyon Valley guests, when he realized that the pudding tastes good and sneaks some of it. At the yoga class, Sammy notices some suction marks on several of the guests' body and quickly dismisses his class to find Dean. At the kitchen storage, after Dean consumes the pudding, he starts feeling dizzy and lightheaded and realizes that the pudding contains a heavy dose of sedatives. Before he passes out, he is able to dial Sammy's number to ask for help. As Sammy reaches the kitchen storage, he finds Dean barely conscious and learns that they drugged the pudding. He confronts the chef, and the chef reveals that he is forced to add supplements to some of the food, by the order of Larry and Maritza. Later, the agents meet up with Sheriff Donna, and the woman proudly shows her suction mark due to cupping, who also loses 10 pounds within a day. She seems good and happy, and according to Donna, she did this to feel pretty again because her ex-husband left due to her love of food. Dean and Sammy shift the conversation to their real purpose of being at the Canyon Valley. They inquire about the process of cupping, and Donna reveals that she just ate a pudding before the procedure and passed out the entire time. She also adds that the cupping procedure that Maritza did to her performed a miracle because now, she can feel pretty again. With the pieces of information they learn, Dean and Sammy conclude that the prime suspect is none other than Maritza. Meanwhile, Larry and Maritza find out that the two guys are in fact undercover agents, which causes them to panic. They decided to hide the evidence in the trash bin, but while throwing the extracted fat, Maritza gets tempted to have a taste. Unfortunately, Dean catches her red-handed, but the woman pleads to explain herself before the agent can finish her. She comes clean with everything and reveals that she is a pistaco, a fat-sucking creature who originates in Peru. Maritza also denies being a murderer and explains that she and her husband Larry founded the spa, so she can safely eat fats without killing anyone. She refers to herself as a mere parasite, and what they accomplish at the spa is actually a win-win for everyone who wants to lose weight. When questioned about the murders, she suspects that the guilty party must be her younger brother Alonzo, who works in the kitchen. On the other hand, Larry confronts Alonzo in the kitchen, but this angers the man, and ends up killing Larry as well. When the agents learn the news of Larry's death, they inform Maritza and she is left heartbroken and devastated. She reveals her brother's backstory, which Alonzo recently moved from Peru and has a hard time adjusting to their new way of eating fat. He once nearly killed a client for sucking an excessive amount of fat, and that's why he is currently assigned to work in the kitchen. Maritza also limited his access to fats, only allowing him to feed from fat in the jars. This causes Alonzo to crave more fats directly from the body, leading to a series of murders including her beloved husband. The revelation forces the agents to hunt Alonzo, which Maritza wholeheartedly agreed to due to her desire to avenge her husband's demise. In the basement, Sammy gets attacked by Alonzo, who prepares to suck all of Sammy's body fat, but Dean arrives in time to rescue Sammy and slash Alonzo's suction tongue. This ends the man's terror, and the police arrive to investigate the scene. Sammy approaches Maritza, who informs her that he lied about her involvement to spare her, for which the woman expresses her deep gratitude. But Sammy also tells her that she needs to go back to Peru, to be with her people and avoid further problems in the future. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel out. You can also hit the notification bell for more upcoming full movie recaps.